Welcome to Platform F. We are here with Samson today. Hi,
Hello.
how are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
How's Melbourne treating you?
Oh, it's very good. Melbourne's always good. I mean, I have family that live here, but um, it's good to travel down. But it's a bit warm today. Melbourne's putting on a show. I'm not
Yeah,
used to the heat of Melbourne. I mean, I'm used to the heat of Brisbane, but definitely not
it's
Melbourne.
different, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a dry heat though,
Yeah,
and up there we get like this really solid, disgusting humidity.
yeah.
But yeah, I was like, oh, it's warm today. Yeah,
Samson, you're Mr. Bear Queensland
I
2025.
am. Yes, yes.
Congratulations, it's
Thank you
been
so
few
much.
months.
It has been, yes, since October.
How's the last few months?
Just still trying to come back down to earth and trying to get everything started. But I have some good support up there, so I'm slowly getting things together, which is really good. Yeah. Um, I've got a few different plans
Yeah,
that
I
I
was
want to
going to
do.
ask.
Yeah. So I actually have a fundraiser coming up in February. I'm doing a Mario Kart tournament, and I'm raising funds for 50% is going towards my travel fund, and then 50% is going towards my charity, which is youth housing projects. So being a youth worker myself, I see the impact of homelessness and housing crisis that it has on young people.
Hmm.
And so I want to make a difference by helping to raise money for a small organization that doesn't get as much funding. So, yeah, I'm really excited to have this Mario Kart tournament started, and then I've got a couple of other ideas along the way that I want to do. But yeah, this will be the first of the fundraising for the year. So I'm excited.
All the best for
Thank you.
everything.
Thank you.
I'm excited for you.
Yeah.
The first one is always like challenging.
Yeah. I'm like, I've got to have all my ducks in a row.
Yeah,
Everything has to go good.
yeah.
But not necessarily. It will what will be will
No,
be.
yeah.
But no, I've got some good supportive community up there, so I'm pretty excited for it.
Tell us about the life before became a title holder.
So I grew up in Melbourne, and I was here until I was 19. And then I was just young and wanted a new adventure in life. And so I moved to Brisbane, hardly knew anybody. Um, and then slowly started to gain friendship circles up there and was there for 5 years. And then had a bit of a breakup in a relationship and needed to get away. So I moved to Sydney for 4 years. And I actually started my transition in Sydney, which was kind of cool. And then after Sydney, went back up to Brisbane and been back in Brisbane for almost, yeah, just past 8 years now. So it's been a bit of a travel up and down the east coast of Australia, but um, I think I'm settled in Brisbane now, and I
Mhm.
think I've found my community and found where I'm meant to be. So yeah, it's been here, there, and everywhere, but I've learnt a lot, met a lot of great people, and try to make my way in different communities. So but yeah, it's been a big journey to get there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it easy or challenging to find people or your people
Um,
when you're traveling?
like I'm a pretty I'm a people person, so I've always kind of been about like getting to know people by just randomly talking to them.
Yeah.
Um, but I guess it's like trying to find what space I fit in and where I felt most comfortable. So I guess I had struggles along the way of trying to find like a community that just accepted me for who I was. But most communities that I found, or most places that I've been to, have been pretty accepting. So um, hasn't been a huge issue, but um, also being neurodivergent, sometimes that's a bit tricky. So trying to find your way in the world. I'm the kind of guy that tries to just do a little bit here, a little bit there, and dip my toe in little communities and see what fits pretty much. Um, but yeah, I mean, most places that I've been to haven't been bad.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've always found someone that I can talk to. Yeah,
Samson, you said you went through a transition journey when you were in
yeah,
Sydney. How was that? And how did you navigate through that and finding people and your
yeah.
community around that?
So I knew I was one of those young people that knew when I was like very young. Like I knew that I was in the wrong body when I was like 8 years old. But I didn't act on it medically until I was 26. Um, and I guess I spent years trying to figure out why I wasn't feeling at home in my own body and why I wasn't feeling at peace. And I guess like when I finally was like, oh, actually, this is the reason why, I started to act on it. And then I started to just do a bit of research and like, because I was living in Sydney at the time, I was like, trying to find online groups and support groups and stuff and just like start there. And then like one of the support groups that I found used to do like a monthly meetup, which
Mm.
was awesome. And it was like just for trans men. And just finding like-minded people who were able to like understand what I was going through was really helpful at the beginning. And I think at the very beginning of my transition, I was like, okay, this is where I need to be. This is who I need to get my advice from. There were people there that were starting their transition. There were people there that were like 10 years into their transition, and just like being able to get advice and help from your peers was like super helpful for me. Um, and I guess like then discovering that I was also same sex attracted was like a whole other journey as well. And like when I moved back up to Brisbane, um, I started frequenting Sportsman's Hotel and like which is one of our big queer venues up there, and just started talking to people and just found my community that way. Um, but I guess it comes with ups and downs and
Mm.
highs and lows, and just trying to find out where you fit in. And if you get knocked back at one point, you just try again with another group of people. And eventually, I just started showing up regularly, and then found that people were like, "Oh, this guy's here all the time. Let's go chat to him," kind of thing.
Yeah.
Um, and for me, it was just about showing up. And even if I had nobody to talk to, like it was just going, oh, like hang around enough and people will come up to you, or you can go up to them and like start talking to them and try and find out a bit about them. um I think I've always been like that though,
Mm-hmm.
like trying to navigate my way by talking to people,
Mm.
and being genuinely interested in who they are and trying to find out about them, and then sharing my experience too. And I think that's helped me to get into the communities that I'm in now. Yeah.
Did you know anyone when you moved to Brisbane?
The first time, no. The second time, yes. So it was easier.
Yeah.
Um, but then I knew nobody moving to Sydney either, and I had to navigate that as well.
Yeah.
Well, I knew one person who was my partner at the time, and then they would introduce me to people, and then
Yeah.
I'd introduce them to other people, and then I finally got this like circle of friends, and
Yeah.
then realized that Sydney was a bit too expensive for me and couldn't keep affording it. So I was like, nah, time to go back to Brisbane, I think, and um, which was a whole other journey as well, like getting back to Brisbane and being like finding your feet again.
Mm.
Um, but yeah, it's been a journey, but it's been a good one. Yeah,
That's good. That's good.
yeah,
I'm happy to hear
yeah.
that.
I think I've learned a lot from just every different person that I've met, and yeah, I guess the way I got into community was just, as I said, showing up
Yeah. Yeah.
and having those conversations, and making it real.
Yeah.
And like it's so different online versus face to face. And I think the scariest thing is just sometimes getting out that door, and sometimes we just got to push ourselves out of our comfort zone and to try and get a community around us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't do that.
Yeah.
And I was reflecting on my experience in Melbourne as well. I had few friends that I knew in Melbourne, but they didn't live around where I live.
Yeah.
And I didn't know anyone in places like the Laird
Yeah.
or go to Peel
Yeah.
or any other places that I wanted to go. I didn't know
Yeah.
anyone,
Yeah.
so there was no option other than just pushing myself to
Yeah.
go and
Yeah.
talk to
Yeah.
random people.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
felt like that, but also there were moments I felt, oh, I really don't like. I'm just scared to go.
Yeah.
Like I don't know anyone.
Yeah.
I'm too scared to go.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, talking to a lot of people, realize not everyone's brave enough to take that first
Yeah.
step.
Yeah. It can be hard, but I guess like even if you're not willing to get out there like physically, starting somewhere like online and finding like support groups
Mm.
or something like that is just as important, because then you're in the safety of your own home. You're talking to somebody that like you can't necessarily see physically in
Yeah,
front of you, so you're probably a bit more comfortable and more open to having those conversations. um but me being me, I was like, I need a mix of both of that.
yeah,
Yeah. And um I wasn't going to get anywhere if I didn't go out. And so sometimes it was about pushing myself out of that comfort zone, but I also understand that it can be hard for a lot of people to do that. And that's okay.
yeah,
But you got to start somewhere, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, I think sometimes it's good to know your limits
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
do within your limits,
Yeah.
and then push those limits a
Yeah.
little bit.
Yeah. 100%.
Everything
Start
like
off
that, right?
small
Yeah,
and then get bigger.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like everything else.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you
Yeah.
wouldn't jump right in, would you?
No,
Yeah.
not quite. So yeah, start off small.
Yeah.
Um, and with all that, after all that,
Yeah.
now you are a part of the the bear community there, and you've been in the committee,
Yeah.
and now you are a title holder.
Yeah.
You want to do things for your community, all these things.
Yeah.
How do you feel about all these things? Like, you move cities and you try to find people, and then settle in Brisbane and have all these people, and you went through
Yeah.
transitioning. How do you feel after years?
Um, the person that I knew, like 5, 6 years ago is so different to who I know now, right? And I've grown because of community. So I found the people that are my people.
Mm.
People who are like-minded, people who have even helped me push myself out of my comfort zone. Um, and like, yeah, I'm part of the bear community, but I'm also part of like the leather and kink community in Queensland as well, which is bloody hot wearing leather in Queensland. But um, and I think sporties has been a really big thing for me, like going to that venue, and they have people from all different walks of life
Mm.
there. But going to that venue and going to different events at the venue and being like, oh, having those conversations and going, oh, you like this? What's that like for you? Oh, I'm interested in that. Like, I want to pick your brain about, you know, what it's like for you. What advice would you give for somebody who's starting out? Like, and making sure that you're actively listening to those people and taking in that information as well. And then realizing when you're acting on those things, then you can start giving other people advice that asking you.
Mm.
Um, and this title was just like, I was already active in community, but it's, I'm able to have that platform now to be able to make more of an impact, which has always been a dream of mine, right?
Mm.
Like, while you don't need a title to make an impact, you can make an impact regardless.
Mm.
This has just helped.
It gives you more visibility.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
People look at
exactly,
you. People
exactly.
focus on you.
Yeah, and I've had people come up to me that I don't know, even in Melbourne, or even on this trip, and being like, "Oh, hey, like this is a conversation starter."
Mm.
I'll be wearing my sash, and they'll be like, "Oh, Mr Bear Queensland, what does that mean?" Like, and then you can start talking about it, and they're like, "Oh, that's really cool. Like, what do you do? Like, what do you do to get that title?" And then you have a whole
Yeah.
conversation,
Yeah.
and you're just getting to know someone from one conversation, right?
Yeah.
So while you don't need this title to make an impact, it's given me that extra bit of confidence to be able to have those conversations and be able to talk about a community that I love so
Yeah.
much.
If someone's visiting Brisbane and
Mm-hmm.
don't know much about what's happening there
Mm-hmm.
in terms of fetish and kink scene,
Yep.
what's what sort of things that we can look forward to?
So Bootco is a big one. It is a men's only space, but Bootco is a big like leather and uniform scene, and they hold their like themed nights once a month at Sportsman's Hotel. So you can find them on socials, and they also have a website. I think it's bootco.com.au or something like that. Um, and then there's Queensland Leather Pride as well, and they run a kinky social, which is at Come to Daddy, which is at our
Mm.
really cool bar in West End, and that's once a month as well. And I think that's on the second Sunday of every month. And then you've got the bear nights as well. We have a den night once a month, and we do a like a social Sunday once a month as well. And yeah, I guess it all starts really online, and most of the venues that are holding these nights, well, most of the time it's sporties or Come to Daddy. So um, those are the two main or three main um, events that I can think of that would be leather
Mm.
kink social. Um, but also the current leather title holders are doing a couple of events
I,
coming up as well. Yeah,
I need to talk to Jacob.
yeah, yeah. I think it's just about starting online, and when you're going up to Brisbane, jumping on this even the Sporties website, seeing what's on at the venue for the night, or the Bootco website, seeing what's on at the venue for the night. Um, the Bear Sunday socials are inclusive, so anybody can go. Bear admirers, bears, families, whatever. The Den nights are men's only space, um, but and same with Bootco. Bootco's, as I said, men's only space. But the QLP or Queensland Leather Pride, they're also an inclusive space as well. So it's not just for men's only. But yeah, it's just about seeing what's on if you're coming up to travel, and um, coming to one of the socials and seeing if you like it.
Yeah. Yeah. This can be even on record. When we talk about titles and title years, I think it's important that we have our own take on that,
Yeah, 100%.
because if you have a year and if only people want to remember you as a title holder,
Yeah,
and when your year finishes, I think then that attention go into someone else, or like
yeah,
their focus go into someone else, and then the previous title holder can feel little um, missed out, or
yeah, yeah,
the
yeah,
attention is
yeah,
missing.
yeah.
What I'm thinking is that if we can focus on building our community as who we are,
Mm-hmm.
us being a title holder is a part of us.
Yeah,
It's not like everything,
yeah,
but we have all these other things, our life experiences,
yeah,
which makes us who we are. And if we can focus on that, actually create our relationships, build our relationships, and build our community, I think that will last.
oh, 100%. it's about the legacy that you leave, right?
Yeah.
It's about the impact that you make within your year and how you get people to remember you. And like people were remembering me before I'd got this title because I am that person that will go up to somebody who's sitting at a den night by themselves and being like, "Oh, hey, are you okay? Like, can I get you anything? Like, my name's Samson. Are you new here? Like, would you like me to introduce you to anybody? Like, or are you happy to just take it all in right now? Or, if you want to come find me halfway through the night, I'm happy to have a chat." Like, and I think it's important to make those small impacts because it's a ripple effect, right? And that one impact that you make on one person, you may think isn't that big, but it might change their life, and they
Yeah.
might just keep coming back because they had that conversation with you, and they're like, "Oh my god, that guy's super nice. Like, I want to keep going back and seeing if I can find more people like that, or finding him again and being like,
And that person will remember you. It doesn't
exactly,
matter whether you're a title
exactly,
holder or not.
exactly,
And I was literally thinking of that when you were talking about it,
yeah,
because you said that, that's how you started meeting
yeah,
people.
yeah,
And people who meet you like that
yeah,
will remember you.
yeah,
And then you become a title holder or whatever.
yeah,
That's great.
yeah,
But people will remember you for who you are.
yeah,
I think that's the most important thing that I'm taking from my title here as well. That I really wanted to build relationships as me,
yep,
make friendships
yeah,
and get to know people. Um, you can't get to know everyone. You can't be friends with everyone.
exactly. That's almost
But
impossible.
if I had like created few good relationships, and if I made an impact with few people,
Yeah,
the same thing like you said,
yeah,
that will continue, and those people will help others
100%.
to
Yeah,
feel the same.
and it's like that um building of confidence for somebody, and they may be shy at the beginning and it takes a while for them to come out of their shell. I think the perfect example of a person like that for me is the current Mr Congenial from my title year. um I met him and he was super shy, and he pushed himself to come out of these like little shells and started just showing up at events, and then started talking to people slowly, and then like went up for a karaoke competition, and then went up for Mr. Bear. Like, he's just, I've seen him grow so much in a space of a short time, and like it just took that confidence building.
Mm.
And I think people surrounding him and being like, it's okay, you can do this at your own pace. You don't have to rush into anything. Would you like me to introduce you to this person? Like, someone who's a bit more confident, helping him navigate his way through that scene.
Yeah.
Um, and yeah, like I'm super proud of that boy.
I remember years ago, I used to live in Darwin and then went to Sydney for
Yeah.
Mardi Gras and went to one of the Hyde events.
Yeah.
I didn't know anyone, and they were super lovely and gave me a buddy, introduced me to everyone.
Yeah.
And I was that shy person
Yeah.
who didn't know a single person
Yeah.
in that room, and I walked out knowing a lot of
Yeah.
people, and I still know them,
Yeah.
and my life changed over the
Yeah.
time, and
Yeah.
I became a title holder. But I have a mad respect for those people who
100%.
like looked out look after me
100%.
at that
Yeah.
time when I didn't know anyone. Um, yeah, you don't know what sort of an impact you
Sometimes it
make.
just takes one person to make a whole difference.
Yeah.
And that's why it's so important for me to be that for somebody else, because I was in their position at one point and I know what it felt like. And so if I can help bring one person into a community where they want to be, then hell, I'm going to do it. Yeah.
Samson, when you think of this big community that you have,
Yeah.
what three things comes to your mind?
Connectiveness, love, and togetherness. Um, so particularly the Queensland community, we're so small that we're also connected, whether it be in a similar way or a different way. Um, we're all cross each other's paths at some point. The togetherness part, I think, for me is like when you go for one of us, you go for all of us. We've got each other's backs.
Mm.
And I found love and chosen family, and whether it be platonic or, you know, um, romantic, I think I found love in these people. Um, and I can genuinely say that I love these people, and they're like, I know that they'll have my back if I need them to.
Thank you for talking to me today.
Thank you so much for having me.
Well, I'm looking forward to see everything that you do,
Thank
and
you.
hopefully, I would come up there
Yeah,
to
we'd
one
love
of
to
the
have you
events.
up
Yeah,
there. Yeah.
fingers crossed.
Try and come in winter time because it's not as hot.
Maybe, yeah. It's expensive to travel.
It so is. It
It's
so is. You're
expensive.
not wrong.
Yeah.
You're not wrong.
I wish if I can travel more, but like
Yeah.
it's way too expensive.
It's weird because it seems that it's usually cheaper to travel overseas than it is to travel domestically. And you're like, why? How is that even a thing?
It is. But well, hopefully I'll be there at some point.
We'd love to have you.
Thank you. I'm
Thank you
looking
so
forward
much.
to seeing you again soon in Melbourne or seeing you in Brisbane again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.